Black Update, how's it going? And back in December I had entered into Battle in the Burgh 4. Now initially I had just gone in as a reserve, pretty much just for a couple of whiteboards, just see what like. And of course for this I put together, or I rebuilt Ultros, which was a lifter that I put together last year? Year before? Whenever it was. And I put it together to sort of see what would happen. Obviously I tested it when I went to Ferry Fair and found that the lift wasn't too good, but I would work on it. Managed to upgrade it, so now the lifter would actually properly flip. And once I'd done that, I had said, right, I will go to Burgh and just have a bit of fun. I wasn't planning on doing anything serious. Come the day of Burgh, I've done the weigh-in, everything's fine, Ultros is ready to go. I get asked if I want to be in the main competition because someone couldn't manage. So I was no longer a reserve, I was fully in the competition. So my first matchup, I was against Bullet Point Unreal, and the footage you're about to see is taken from the Burgh livestream.
2, 1, begin.
Ultros almost getting a good lift in there, and again once. Oh, they're stuck on the other side of the arena.
Is that Ultros caught?
Bullet Point taking the advantage and letting them go. I think they're stuck again. But Bullet Point, are they struggling with drive?
Yep. With Ultros stuck in the wall, being counted out by Alex Mordew.
This.
Pit enabled.
Ultros
C.
counted out for non-movement.
My initial plan was just to go in, just as fast as I can, hit as hard as I can and throw as many times as possible. Unfortunately, the titanium scoop was so low that it actually had jammed into the bottom and couldn't move. And we actually found out when we tried to dig it out, I actually had to get a lot of strength just to pull it out from underneath the barrier because it was wedged in a good bit. And yeah, unfortunately that cost me the fight. Never mind. Moving on, I get told I'm drawn up against the next machine, which is a spinner called Exposure.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Ultros not afraid of that spinner at all. Going right at him.
Ultros knows from last time. Stay away from the...
huge hit. But they're back up, the right way up. Their lifter is now wide open.
Yeah, it's wedged open.
It's exposed. A massive hit.
Caught on the side there. Oh, Ultros.
I think they might be beat. They've got, you can see the little stick inside that activates their lifter, but the connection's broken.
Yeah.
Pit enabled.
It's a little hand being waved up and down going, oh no.
Now the pit. Pit's
going
been opened.
down.
Pit's been called for.
Pit going down.
Exposure doesn't. It's quite fearful of the pit.
Ultros.
Oh, they're on the edge. They're teetering. They're not in.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not technically pitted.
We're getting a countdown for non-movement. We're going to try and get a little touch.
C.
There you have it.
Congratulations to Exposure.
Before going in, I had said to the team that I don't have a lot of parts, so you can play around a bit, but don't absolutely destroy me. Just take it easy. You can easily have the win. And they did say, if need be, I can just tap out whenever and all will be fine. But still, it was a good fun fight. I just went in, just face first, and yeah. Unfortunately, I lost the power of my flipper. Then everything started essentially going haywire. I had no control over it. It was flickering on and off. Power was just all over the place, and yeah, unfortunately I got stuck over the pit. Now, The machine that I did not want to fight was called Leviathan. A overhead horizontal spinner walker bot. And I saw the draw, and it was to be my third fight for the round robin. Fortunately for me, I had heard that they were having a bit of problems with the drive. There was only really driving on one side. So I was told, just go in, hit as hard as I can, try and flip it. And, well, I attempted it.
Hey!
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Big hit already, but Leviathan is up to speed.
Listen to that roar.
It's humming. It only has one drive in the left, but that's all they need. They can shuffle across the arena with a massive hit!
Destroyed. Look at that.
And
Wheels
both-
come off.
We're not sure.
There's a tiny little bot still going.
And the winner.
Needless to say, Ultros was pretty destroyed after that. The link had been knocked out completely, the motors had been destroyed, the face obviously destroyed, in fact. There you go. This was 2mm thick titanium, and it's just been carved like it was paper. So bring it down here. Though I did get a good hit on the back as well. And the side is 10mm thick HDPE. And you can just see in there the hit that I got from coming in contact with that weapon. Also destroyed this part of the hinge, had ripped the electronics out. Yeah, Ultros was not in any good shape at all. Afterwards, I was asked if I wanted to take part in the teams battle. So I teamed up with Arctic Furno and we made the team Animal Antics. Unfortunately, the safety link had become so damaged that I was hardly getting any reception to the robot, and I was pretty much in the arena as an obstacle. Incidentally, even though I was out of commission and ended up in the pit, we actually managed to get through thanks to Arctic Furno's damage and control and everything. Managed to beat the other team. Yeah, I really was of no use. But I managed to put together a spare safety link, and it managed to work completely fine. I was more in control, everything was ready to go, and yeah, I didn't last long in this one either.
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Massive hit from
I've actually just been
Arctic
set
Furno.
flying.
And they've lost.
What has just come off?
Ultros has just lost the wheel.
Oh my goodness.
Slice.
Attitude adjuster just hammering Arctic Furno. There goes the other wheel for Ultros.
Ultros looks to be out of the game. But
So the wheels had shattered and I was left like a sitting duck. There was nothing I could do. So it now pretty much tells me not to use those wheels ever again. In fact, here are the remains of one of the wheels. Just destroyed. But I'm not complaining about that at all. And there's one simple reason. I got the award for the best repair job. Fantastic little trophy. I am so happy with this. I'm still surprised I managed to get Ultros working again after the fight I had with Leviathan. But if I hadn't, there's a chance I probably wouldn't have got this. But this now sits proudly on the shelf with all the rest of the awards and the trophies and whatnot. Even though this is technically my second one for being the most destroyed, but that's another story. But all in all, it has been fantastic. I loved competing in Burgh. and really wanting to do it again. Only this time it won't be with this design. This flipper design, it is okay, but obviously it was a bit of a rush job and it's not perfect. And it's been mentioned to me a couple of times that I seem to be best with control bots. So I'm thinking on the next design for Ultros to be a control bot. But I've got some other things to do before that comes up. But down the line, I will be redesigning Ultros. And hopefully I'll actually be able to pick up a better win rather than just end up being destroyed for it. Anyway, well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for checking it out. If you want to see some other stuff I've done, including how I built Ultros and other bits and pieces, I'll have a link just there. And if you want to subscribe to see what I've got coming next, including the new design for Ultros and some other bits and pieces I've got planned, I'll have a link just here. So that's it for this one. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Note to self, 2mm thick titanium is not good for robot combat.